We begin tonight with some big wins for consumers tired of getting ripped off. Citigroup and M&T Bank today joining the list of companies recently caught overcharging folks and, well, trying to get away with it. Let's get to all of this with financial advisor Randy Neumann, founder of Wealth Management. Randy, welcome back to the show. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
I want to show the full screen, the list of companies that are having to pony up some dough because they did the wrong thing when it came to consumers. It includes a very large bank, Citibank, a smaller one, M&T, and then AT&T. Is this a big day for consumers, and is it a big win?
Absolutely. I'm basically a free market guy, but when the free market does the wrong thing for the clients, customers, they have to be reined in. So
let's talk a little bit about each one of these, and let's start with Citi.
Sure.
So this is basically a disagreement over advisory fees for an investment. And there's a woman here right in the New York City area who says that she negotiated a fee of 1.2% on that investment and was charged 1.5%. And that was enough for Citibank to get into a lot of trouble. Even though the numbers look small, they mean a lot to small investors.
Absolutely. The real problem here is that Citibank's auditor should have found this before she had to go to Attorney General Schneiderman and make a claim. Although her claim is only $3,000 if you multiply that by a lot of people, and probably $3,000 is a lot of money to her. So this is reprehensible.
$3,000 is a lot of money to most of us, I think. But I have to say, you know, we still don't know if other consumers were charged in other accounts. I think it's an open question. And the AG's office saying they're still investigating this. We could see more on Citibank at the end of the day. Let's talk about M&T Bank for a second. They did what I think is a classic move by a bank. They said they were going to offer free checking. It wasn't free, so now they're paying the penalty. What do you make of that?
Yeah, that's the way. I was a banker in 1978, and things were a little different then. But you can't make naked promises to customers and expect them to stay around. So. And now, although there aren't a lot of banks any longer, you can certainly make a move to one that doesn't take your money.
AT&T. So I've got to tell you, this is called cramming. That's what they got charged with here. So what they do is they put charges on your bill, AT&T does, for your cell phone, stuff you never ordered. So you might be charged $10 a month for services. Get your horoscope. Did you order that? Maybe not. Big trouble. They're paying $80 million in customer refunds, $20 million in penalties, and $5 million in penalties and fines to the Fed. What do you make of this one?
Well, the order of the payments reminds me of The Sopranos, because all the money didn't go to Tony. He had Paulie Walnuts and Silvio and other people in his employ. So they're whacking this money up to the various groups. But the real tragedy here is this is Ma Bell.
Right.
Mischarging people, and they were taking 35% vig on the expenses they paid from the vendors. So
I'm not going to tell you this cramming that we're talking about. This isn't something that just AT&T just did. This happens almost every single year. There's a big phone company that gets charged with this, and that's why I'm just a little circumspect about this whole consumer victory day, because I think it took too long, and these companies are getting away with murder. They charged this for years. Nobody paid a bit of attention. And in the case of Citi, that case goes back down to 2009.
Yeah.
So I don't, are consumers being protected enough, or are they getting their backs watched? I mean, at the end of the day, social media is their biggest tool. Social media is the biggest thing that's going to allow you to complain publicly and get the changes you want. Does there need to be more done for these people?
As I started earlier, this should all have been done by internal audits. They shouldn't have to wait for clients to complain to the government and file lawsuits. The internal auditor is supposed to find this stuff.
They got to do a better job. Randy, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.